Hi ladies, and welcome to my Chick Dig Sports, the first and only website of its kind made for women by women to teach women everything you've ever wanted to know or not wanted to know about sports. Most of y'all will be sitting here learning because you have a dad or a boyfriend or a husband who spends a lot of time watching sports, and you kind of want to have an idea about what you're paying attention to. This is actually going to be a video tutorial blog, and I'm going to be doing the videos for you. My name is Audra, and I'm a huge sports fan, have been my entire life. I grew up in the South, so I'm a huge Atlanta Braves fan and a huge Atlanta Falcons fan. So I'm going to definitely be sporting my gear as well, and I'm going to be teaching y'all all that you need to know to follow a game, to just have basic knowledge of the sport. Each of the blogs are going to be super, super simple. The goal is to make them as easy for you to understand as possible. Each blog is going to be about 5 to 10 minutes long, and on each blog you're going to be able to decide what you want to learn about. So, for example, the first blog is going to be, we're entering baseball season right now, which is my personal favorite time of the year. I'm a huge baseball fan. Like, my dad had me at a baseball game when I was 2 years old. Atlanta Braves, still my team to this day. So for me, this is my favorite time of year. But most people don't even know really how to watch a game or how to understand it. So the first blog is just going to be basically the teams. Major League Baseball has 30 teams, so definitely going to teach you about them, give you a little bit of insight, give you some kind of fun facts and some knowledge. But we're definitely going to be covering that. So it's all going to be just really short and sweet, 5 to 10 minutes each. All of this is going to be explained to you ladies from me, which is a lady who can absolutely speak our language. Because girls, you know how we are. Men and women speak two totally different languages. I am convinced we're from two different planets. It's kind of like if you get your hair done and your man said, "Oh, you changed your hair." You automatically hear, "Oh, I hate your hair." We're completely different, the way we speak, the way we talk, the way we think. Most of my girlfriends, I'll hear their man say that he's going to teach them about football when they watch the game, and as soon as the game turns on, he zones out. Totally tunes her out, because men never tune us out at any other time, just then, right? So I'm definitely going to try to make this fun for you. To me, this is a labor of love. I have been a baseball sports fan my entire life, as I said. I grew up watching it. My dad's taught me pretty much everything I've ever wanted to know about any sport, and it's become a big passion of mine. So after being the person to teach all of my girlfriends how to watch sports before they have to go on a date or do anything like that, I've decided to share the knowledge that I have with you. So definitely use it. Take it for everything you can. So one of the things I definitely want to cover, for me, I think one of the things that I love about sports for men is that it teaches them to be affectionate. Have you ever watched a game or seen something where, in sports, they're super affectionate. There's a lot of hugging. There's a lot of butt hitting. There's a lot of things that you wouldn't see men do at any other time. But it's totally socially acceptable on a football field or a baseball field or a hockey rink. Always. It's so funny to me because if a guy ever hit another guy's butt while walking out of a math class, I definitely don't think that it would be considered as cool as if he's hitting it when he just scores a touchdown. So I think that it teaches men camaraderie, it teaches sportsmanlike conduct, and it teaches them a little bit of affection, teaches them how to open up and maybe kind of share their feelings a little bit. For me, when I go to a baseball game with my dad, that's one of my favorite times because I can always get him to shoot the breeze with me. And typically that's the time I get my dad to open up and talk to me about what's going on with him. And those are when we have our best conversations. So girls, if you're like me and you have a dad you might want to be a little closer with, this is going to be the perfect way to do it, especially if he's a big sports fan and you've always kind of felt like you couldn't kind of talk to him as much as you'd like to. This is definitely going to help. So why do we watch sports? For men and women, I'm sure there are different reasons, but some of them are still definitely going to be the same. 95% of the world cannot do what these athletes can do. Only a certain percentage actually make it into the big leagues. It's a hard deal to do. There's so many people for every, 30 that don't make it. There's only one that will. So it's definitely really, 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 the odds are stacked against you. So for these people, for us, we're watching to see something great. We're watching to see people do things we can't do ourselves. We're watching to see something exciting. Some people say that baseball is boring because it goes slow, and I can see that. But you're watching it for that big, giant clutch hit. And I'm going to teach y'all all about that too, don't worry. But I think that for most people, I really watch sports because I have so much fun doing it. And let me tell you, I am the best football coach ever on the couch every Sunday morning. So makes it a little more interesting. So here's what we're going to learn. As I said, each blog's going to be short and simple and to the point, but I'm going to teach you the teams. I'm going to teach you some players. I'm going to teach you positions, official rules, how to watch a game, how to keep it simple. I'm going to teach you some of the lingo because, trust me, there's a ton of lingo. And that way you'll just be able to kind of keep an eye on what's going on. I plan on making it fun, hopefully maybe a little funny for you, and definitely be able to learn some great things, be able to cover some sports news. Sports has a lot of news in it. We're definitely going to be current. So there's definitely going to be every week, there's going to be a couple new blogs a week. So always come and check back with us because we're always going to have some stuff going on. Perfect example, big, huge story broke in college football. I learned how much men love to gossip by watching sports. Men gossip as much as we do, if not more. There was this kid who plays for Notre Dame, which is, college football, and he got caught actually in a fake relationship. I guess it's called catfishing now, where you're in a relationship with someone that you met on the internet, but they don't exist. I don't know, super weird. Well, at any rate, this kid was supposed to be really high up in the NFL draft, which means that a team's going to pick him probably as one of their first players. So a huge network actually covered this story, huge sports network, and they did an entire hour on whether or not that this kid's draft appeal has lowered because of this girlfriend that never existed. Hysterically funny. I mean, full on hour of gossip. Now, men aren't going to call it gossip, girls, but we all know what it is. If you're sitting there talking about someone, maybe throwing a little trash talk out there, we all know it's gossip, especially if it's juicy and fun. So we're actually going to be covering sports news too. So you'll be able to kind of have an idea about what's going on, not only in the world of sports, but what's going on the field as well. Definitely going to talk about chemistry and how important it is. Perfect example, the Dodgers, Los Angeles Dodgers. I live out in the LA area now, so I definitely know a lot about them. They just spent $215 million to make that payroll, to build that team up. It's a lot of money. You don't put $215 million on the line to win, to play. You do it to win. So these guys have no joke. They're not wasting, they want to see what's going to happen now. And what their goal is to win a World Series. Everybody's goal is to win. But they will have to figure out now if this team has chemistry. And it's funny because we all know how chemistry works. You just never know. It's just that thing that you have. Sometimes you have it with somebody, sometimes you don't. It's kind of like the perfect on paper guy, ladies. He's super cute, super funny, and he's awesome. He's super sweet. Every time you kiss him, you feel like you would rather be kissing the lint dryer, the lint trap in your dryer. It's just that thing is just not there. It's the same idea. It's like you'll see sports teams that pay so much money for these guys, they'll just play and they just don't play well together. Then you'll see these teams that have a couple really good kids, a couple really good older players, and they just mesh and they start winning. And that's another reason we watch sports. We want to see that. I always say if I could bottle and manufacture chemistry, I would be the wealthiest woman on the planet, because we have no idea why it happens the way that it does. And if we could make it manufacture and make it happen, we would probably do it. So I hope that I can make this fun for you. I hope I can make it interesting for you. Definitely come back and hang out. My girlfriend, Marianne, is going to be covering basketball. We are in basketball season right now. The next couple months, we're going to be hitting postseason, so we're going to be covering all of that. So definitely come and hang out with us. The blogs are definitely going to be basic. They're all going to be really easy. You just click on the blog that you want. It'll tell you exactly what it is. You can see it real quick before you maybe go to a ball game, maybe before a sporting event, just to kind of have an idea about what you're doing. And as time goes on, I definitely want to add some intermediate blogs. I would love to be able to teach even more about the intricacy of some of the rules and some of the things that as you get to know, you might really actually start to enjoy. Also, ladies, I need your help. Send me your questions. Send me your comments. Send me some emails. I'm going to have a place on this website where you can do that. And you've got a question for me, send it to me. And I'll blog about it and I'll answer your questions. So that way I can keep in touch with what y'all want to learn, and I can definitely make sure that I'm heading in that direction for you. So, as I said, we're entering into baseball season. We're starting with that. This is one of my very, very, very favorite times of year. To me, there is absolutely nothing better than the first moment I walk up that ramp and I see the stadium for the first time. I smell the grass and I see the lights. Like, for me, that is just one of the most wonderful moments in the world. And so I cannot wait to do that. Baseball opens tomorrow and I am super excited. So next vlog will be coming up within the next few days. And we're going to start just like simply covering all of the teams in Major League Baseball. So you have an idea who's got a rivalry, why things are where they are, where everybody sits in their leagues and divisions. I'm going to make it really simple and set it up for you. So ladies, definitely come back. Let's have some fun. Let's learn about sports. And I cannot wait to see you soon. Take care.